Hi guys, I'm Alicia Camacho and welcome to this week's episode. It is episode 14. Can you believe it, guys? Already on 14. This week's episode is about the club. We've all been to the club. We all have lots of fun at the club. We all drink at the club. We hook up at the club. Last weekend, I went to the club with a friend of mine. She invited me. We went as a big fat group. And it was very interesting. And I say interesting because it was my second time at a club, guys. That's right. I went this weekend. And it was interesting. And today, we're going to speak about thoughts and questions about clubs. They are very interesting, diverse, strange places where people gather. I just want to talk about some talking points, Let's get on it. I am not, by definition, the club type of person. Last time I went to a club was when I was in matric, and that was because it was my matric after party, which was 5 years ago, and everybody had so much fun. But for me, that just, as my first experience, I wasn't really keen on it, Then, as we know, I went to, I guess what you could call like the world's biggest club, but it's more of like an EDM festival. It's Tomorrowland, so that was completely different. It played club music, but it wasn't necessarily like a club vibe. Had some club vibes, okay. Maybe, so then I've been to like one of the biggest clubs in the world, I don't know. Whatever you want to call it. It was an interesting time, and it was a moment for me to reflect on the club scene, because it is not a normal scene. I mean, like, you can go out to a bar and it's completely different to like a club, I have a very solid conclusion, and some may disagree, and you may be like, well, that's not the point of the club. Well, when I put everything together like a delicious sandwich, then we will see who is right and who is wrong. And I don't think anybody's right or wrong. I just think that my sandwich is better than yours. So the first thing I want to discuss about a club, I don't know why I keep on saying it like that. It's a club. Alicia, stop trying to be cool. The first thing, so we all go to the club to do one thing and one thing only. Dancing, right? No, that's not the only thing that people go to clubs for, but it is one of the things that people go to clubs for, to have a jol or a party or just dance till they're like sweating like a pig. Let me tell you guys, why do we have gym? Why don't we just turn gyms into clubs? Because we can all then sweat like piggies, and we can do it in comfortable shoes, So we go to the club. Guys, people love to dance. People have rhythm, others don't. I'm one of them that believes I don't have rhythm, but sometimes I can shake my booty and it goes quite well. Anyway, so we're going to the club and we're seeing like everybody dance, guys. Help me understand something quickly. In South Africa, is it only here that we dance in circles? I remember back in like grade 7 when we used to go to like disco, 13th birthday parties, which was like the big bash kind of thing. Everybody would get in a circle, and then we would dance in like a circle, and then whoever wanted to go to the middle could go to the middle. And I feel like that trend has, gone into the future. Is it a common thing? Like, does the rest of the world dance in a circle? Or is it just South Africa? And then the thing about dancing in a circle is that you're watching like everybody dance. So you're like all dancing in a circle. Sometimes a circle is not really a circle, sometimes like a squircle, and like everybody's a little bit like, but the gist of it is a circle. I always like picture clubs like, like in movies, and everybody's like up against each other, packed in like sardines. But we're all dancing, we're all having a good time. But then you start observing people, because it's still like light enough for you to see what's happening. So there are some people who are dancing like quite vigorously and really putting their backs into it, which is all fine. Like, I'm not judging anybody and they're dancing, because I probably look like a buffoon. It's just a very, very fascinating thing, People gain so much confidence when they're dancing in a club, and it's definitely a thing. Like, you definitely think that you're looking like the hottest thing on the planet, you're looking hotter than the sun, you're looking like a good looking dessert. You don't want to be ugly to people, but at the same time they do look rather ridiculous. You're seeing this and you're like, wow, do I look like that when I dance? So you get the wave of confidence, and then you get the wave of self-consciousness, and you're like, which is it? Do I look great? Or do I look like that person who's just like trying to do the robot but not really getting the whole robot vibe, you know? And I was thinking, and I was seeing people dance, and I was dancing myself, and I was like, you know what, if I'm gonna dance the way I want to dance, which is very scary by the way, guys, then I'm just gonna close my eyes and pretend no one sees me and just do my own thing. On a side note, I love to dance at home in the comfort and the privacy of my own home. Not even my own family has seen me dance like a freak, because I refuse for them to see it. So when I'm home alone, this is the thing about living by yourself in Portugal. You put your headphones on, play some really loud music, you dance like the little weirdo that you are. The next thing about going to a club is seeing the people. Everybody knows that going to a club is for you to be seen and to see people, right? You go there and you want people to know that you were at that party, right? So I'm the type of person, I know everybody and I know of everybody, but no one knows about me. I'm relatively like unknown in most social circles. If they do know me, it's their parents who know me and I don't actually know them, which is really weird. So the group that I went with, okay, we arrived there and they immediately like know quite a few people. So, you know, everybody's doing the opening greetings and then they go back to their groups. There are some people who are like very like, oh my gosh, they meet you, they see you, and then they don't leave you alone. And generally, these are the type of people that are not part of your group, but you know them because of via. And then you're just like, I've seen you, I've spoken to you, I don't want to speak to you again. Then you have like a little like Peter Pan ghost like, following you around. Like when you're dancing, then they're like, make eye contact with you, and then it's like very awkward. And you're like, I need to go outside, you know? I'm taking a break. I'm you know, blah. Or then you like know each other and then you keep on like crossing paths and you have like little quips that you say to each other. You're like, hello! And you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so sweaty. You're dancing and then like bump you as they walk along and you're like, that's very interesting. There's also the constant contact in between everything. You'll be dancing with you'll be dancing in like your little group and the other person's dancing in their little group and there is constant eye contact, and every time you look that way because you happen to be seeing who else is around or what is happening, you know, being aware of your surroundings is very, very important. So you see, and they like happen to be like looking in your direction. Now, I've had plenty of times where I think someone's looking at me, but they're actually looking at someone like way past me. And so I've learned very, you know, don't assume that people are looking at you. The other thing about seeing people in clubs is that you land up sharing more personal details than you've ever shared with anybody in your life. I'm a very open person. When I'm sober, I have no filter. I get really, really personal really, really quickly, and I'm sure that scares a ton of people away. I get really, really like, you know, into the nitty-gritty things, like in the trenches, like, yes, this is what happens in my life, you know, tell you my whole life story. You know, after a drink or so, I become brave. Timid, shy Alicia, who acts like she's confident, decides, no, we're actually gonna be confident. You land up sharing information that you realize is, did I say that? You know, isn't that a little too much, too personal, too quickly? Generally do like just say a lot. It's the whole like thing with standing in the queue for the toilet and like all the drunk ladies will like share stories or whatever, you know, it's a whole camaraderie thing. The thing is, I don't understand how people can share so much information with each other in a club unless you're standing outside. I can't hear anybody speak to me. Someone will say something to me and it sounds like they say, do you want toasted tuna with marshmallows kind of thing? Yes, tuna and marshmallows, not a good idea, but go for it. The next thing about being in a club is the drinking. I prefer not to drink so much, but I think my body's gotten to the stage where it just doesn't want to drink. But by doing that, it protests by making me sing to my toilet. And I know that's not a very pretty detail, but that's, you know, we're gonna be honest at the end. Drinking for me is not really a viable option. Going to a club, that's what people do. People drink. And I don't understand how people can stomach so much drinking. I get it, you know, the whole like your brain is underwater kind of feeling is really, really soothing and really, really fun, because that's when confident person comes out. But at the same time, like, alcohol is a lot. The thing about drinking in a club, and it's a thing that I have in any sort of situation, if I have a drink in my hand, it's gonna get finished in like 2 minutes. I drink fast, and that can be like water or cold drink. We're not just talking about alcohol over here. But you can take that like sort of equation and pop it into a club and understand why it may be a problem. So guys, tequila is like a no-go for me. I cannot stomach it, but I happened to manage a tequila on Saturday and it was like, woo! If I drink tequila around you, just know that I really, really like you. Tequila is the one drink that everybody offers to pay for, you know? But the thing is, people tell you to take on all free drinks. I can understand why. Because guys, clubs are insanely priced because that was an expensive drink. Just think, tell me, how many like sheets of gold is in this drink? Is this drink gonna like make me look younger? Am I going to live forever? Am I like cured from all sorts of diseases? What is in this drink that makes it so expensive? The next thing about a club is the DJs and the music. When a DJ plays great music, it is a vibe. Don't get me wrong. It's like, yes, this is my song, I love it, I'm gonna dance like the little freaky person I am, and I'm just gonna have so much fun. And an hour later, when the DJ has changed, and it's a new DJ, and he lands up playing the same song, but like a different remix? Like I get each DJ has a playlist that has all the popular songs on right now, and he wants to be the cool guy because he has all the popular songs and he's remixed them in his own way, hearing that song 5 times in a span of like 2 hours. What is up with that? Why do you think your remix is so much better than the previous dude or the dude after? Huh? Why? But because the crowd sort of goes, you kind of get like wished into it. Like that talk about like peer pressure. If your friend is like, oh my gosh, it's Despacito again, you're gonna go. Slow down, people. Slow down. Get the songs where it's like, oh my gosh, it's my song. Happens all the time, guys. And even if you're that person who makes fun of the people who do that, chances are you've done it too. We've all been there. We've all done that. No shame in it. The other thing about dancing to a song that you love or that you know is that you try and keep up with the words. So you'll be dancing and you'll be like, and when you don't know the lyrics, you're like, everybody, guys. There's sometimes the words are a little bit tricky, and that's fine. But when the chorus is like, woo, then you're like, you know all those words. You know them. And then comes the rest of the part, and you're like, I'm just gonna pretend and sing what I think. So where you have your other friends who are like, they know the words, they're pro at this, so they all sing it, and you gotta be careful. You gotta be so careful not to say what you are singing out loud. I hope they don't hear me because then I'm gonna look like a real banana. That is all I have to say about clubbing. This is why I end my sandwich and I make that sandwich that I told you. You guys, you have to pay to get into a club, right? You have to drink. Well, not really, but I mean, you're gonna drink and you dance. My thing is, if I can stay at home, drink at home, dance without anybody judging me, why would I want to go to a club? And I know someone's going to be like, oh, a club is like a social thing. And you go out with your friends. And you go see people. And you like just show your face. Yeah, great. I want to dance in random ass shorts, a t-shirt, headphones in my head, my hair in a bun. And I just want to get all sweaty, comfort of my own home. And if I want to take a swig of vodka, I can. And I don't have to have tequila shots. I'm not bashing clubbing. I think it's an interesting sort of social gathering. I think it's important for people to gather and to socialize. And it, you know, it can be a fun experience. It definitely was a fun experience for me because I had my great friend with me. It was just a lovely, lovely evening. Is clubbing the thing for me? I don't think so. Will I ever go to a club anytime soon? I can't say never, But I don't know, I have to think really hard and long about it. Sometimes I think I'm a really old person. That is our episode for this week. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this episode, give this episode a like, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel so you know when the next episode is coming out. You can also follow me on my social media, Alicia Camacho _official on my Instagram, and Alicia C _official on Twitter. Remember, you are awesome, you are great, and you are loved.